Kate Irby joins us from the newsroom at the Herald. Kate, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. You have a very sad story to tell. Tell us a little bit about Teria'le Rawls.
So Teria'le Rawls was a 17-year-old who went to Riverview High School. She was very into cheerleading. She was very dedicated to her schoolwork. Apparently had other friends that she even encouraged to go back to school who dropped out, and a boyfriend who she encouraged to do better in school. Very excited about being a veterinarian later in life, and was unfortunately, instead of her parents planning for her senior year and her graduation from high school, they're planning her funeral on Saturday after she was shot last week.
Now, this young lady is just 17 years old, right?
Yep.
Now, from what I understand, she didn't even really want to go out that night.
No, so apparently she was not really the going out type, according to family members of hers. She apparently was really more of a homebody, they said. She liked to spend time at home with her family, and her friends convinced her to go out that night. She was actually out with her sister, and they went to an after party, and they ended up seeing the after party, didn't really like the way it looked, the people they saw there, so they were getting ready to leave, never even got out of the car, from what I understand, and Teria'le was shot in a misfire.
What do we know about how that happened? There have been 2 people arrested, right?
Right, there are 2 suspects in the case. So apparently a car near them fired a shot in the air and in an unknown direction, and then Frank Bryce and Jasper Dudley started shooting back at the cars near them, and one of those shots hit Teria'le in the head.
Just so tragic. How does the family react to this? What is their attitude toward those 2 gentlemen and the entire situation?
Her family's actually been very gracious. The 2 people I talked to were Teria'le's great aunt and Teria'le's cousin, and they were saying, you know, their kids, Frank and Jasper are both kids, they're 19, they did something stupid if this was in fact them, and regardless, those families are also losing those 2 from their lives. They lost Teria'le, but they also understand these 2 other people are hurting too.
And how, through all this tragedy, how does her family want her remembered?
I'm sorry, say again?
How does her family want her remembered?
Her family wants people to remember that Teria'le was really dedicated to her schoolwork, that she was really dedicated to being something in life, that she liked the track that she was on. So her family want people to remember when they're having hard times, maybe if kids are thinking of dropping out of school or that things are getting too hard, to remember Teria'le and to honor her memory by keep going and finish school and finish work.
All right, Kate, you've done a wonderful job with this just really tragic story. We'll look forward to reading more about it in the Herald.
Thank you.